Let's continue. Few more minutes. We'll talk about licensing cost. Licensing cost. So the next parameter, I will prepare a sheet. So parameter one, type of data. Parameter two, type of process. These are the high level parameters, which will differentiate the tools. And next parameter, license cost. I will tell you the license model. you know uh, let's begin with the blue prism. you know in blue prism, not only blue prism, any typical rpa tool any typical rpa tool, it contains any typical rpa tool mainly contains three components. Component 1, interactive client. Naming convention might change from tool to tool, but component 1 is interactive client. Component 2, runtime resource or runtime bot. Component 3, control room or control center. Any RPA technology, either you go for Blue Prism or Automation Anywhere, any tool generally has a three components. Any RPA tool has three components. One is interactive client, second one is runtime bot, third one is control room. These component names might change. In some companies they call it as a process studio. Kind of the component name might change. But these are the three typical components of any RPA technology. What is the purpose of interactive client? Interactive client purpose is it is a bot it is a bot which is used to develop the script. A bot which is used to develop the script, or which is used to test the script. A bot which is used to develop the script or test the script for a process automation. Interactive client is a bot which is used to develop the script or test the script. Okay, so that means, you are a developer, Blue Prism developer or Automation Anywhere developer. You have to install interactive client. It is a software. It is one of the Blue Prism software or RPA Automation Anywhere software, which you have to install on your computer. That bot can be used to develop the script means, for example, my process is copy the data from Excel sheet. For that you need to write a script. To write that script, you need to install the interactive client. If you want to build any script, you need to install the interactive client is a software or a bot which is used to build the script. Runtime resources. These are the bots which are used to run the process in production environment on a daily basis. A bot which executes actual process. A bot which executes actual process in real environment. A bot which executes actual process in real environment. A bot which executes actual process in a real environment. Control room, it is also a software which monitors, which do scheduling, a process, monitoring, no scheduling. This will be done by control room. So any typical RPA technology has these three components. The naming convention may change. Either it can be automation where Blue Prism, UiPath, even Accenture RPA tool, any tool. This is the mechanism. Three components. Three components: interactive client, runtime resource, control room. These three components will be explained to you by your tool faculty. How to develop the script, how to test the script, how to run the script in production, and how to schedule the script, how to monitor the script. That's what you have to learn. RPA tool learning. Tool learning means how to develop the script, how to test the script, how to deploy the script, how to schedule the script, how to monitor the script. These are the points which, so if installing RPA means it has three components. So I'm not going to talk about the tool level. Tool will be, we have a separate sessions. So RPA has three components to install. This is called complete RPA platform. Blue Prism, they charge, for entire platform, they charge one license cost. Automation Anywhere, they charge, licensing cost for interactive client, license cost for runtime bot, license cost for control room. Here you see this is the Automation Anywhere licensing cost. In Automation Anywhere, you know, this is, let's say, if you want to, here you see dev client, runtime client, control room. Dev client means interactive, so interactive client. So they call it as a dev client. So RPA platform contains three components. Each component has a separate licensing cost for automation event. If you want to set up the dev client, for each dev client, interactive client, what is the licensing cost? 3,000 US dollars. Runtime resource, what is the licensing cost? If you want to deploy this in onshore, client location $4,000, in offshore $3,000. Control room $10,000. This licensing cost is for my company. My company is one of the partner to automation event. This licensing cost changes from company to company based on your partnership, based on discounts they give, based on bargaining. Lot of factors are there. Sir, you told me control room licensing cost is $10,000. Somewhere they told me it is $20,000. This is the licensing cost for my company. Okay, so again, in automation anywhere, they have three type of bots: developing a normal script, developing a reusable script, developing an intelligent script. Based on the task you are performing, if it is a simple automation, this is the licensing cost. If it is a reusable automation, this is the licensing cost. If it is an intelligent automation, this is the licensing cost. Sir, what is TaskBot, MetaBot, IQBot? We'll discuss next Saturday or Sunday. Okay. But try to understand, here I am trying to compare the RPA tool. Here I am trying to compare the RPA tool based on the licensing cost. Based on the licensing cost. Okay, this is the licensing cost, structure. Dev client, runtime client, and control room. And if you want a platform price, so if you want a single setup for everything, you have to pay $50,000. They give you 10 dev bots, 10 runtime clients, like that. They have a platform price. But if you go to Blue Prism, there is no separate cost for dev client. There is no separate cost for runtime. There is no separate cost for control room. Only one licensing cost that you have to pay $8,000. So they will give you runtime client. So they give you the complete, setup price. And Blue Prism is a UK based company. So here you can see pounds. So based on how many more bots you want, so they are not charging to dev bots. They are not charging to control room. They are mainly charging to how many runtime clients you want. So here there is a one tricky point. You have to understand that point. That is, for example, you have taken one dev client. You have taken one dev client in automation event that will be mapped to one customer ID. For example, I am the user. So my project has 10 automation anywhere developers. How many dev client licenses we have to take? 10. 1 is to 1. Each developer want one license to develop the script, to test the script. Right? So each developer want one dev client license. Sir, I'm confused. Dev client license means interactive client means మీరు మీ ల్యాప్టాప్ ఆఫీస్ రూమ్లో ఇచ్చి ask them to install the automation event. They will install two components for you. One is dev client where you develop the script. Other one is control room where you monitor the script. Generally, they will not install runtime resource because you are not executing anything in production. The editor which you open is called dev client where you develop the script. So now the scenario is I am I am working in a project. We have 10 members automation anywhere developers team. For each developer, you have to take one dev client license. Is it clear? One dev client license, one interactive client license. Any confusion? For each developer, we need one interactive client license. Excellent. This interactive client is mapped to my ID. So my name is Ramana. One interactive client 1 is mapped to my name. So other person, let's say Srinivas. Srinivas is mapped to interactive client 2. I cannot work with other interactive client because in automation anyway, interactive client dev bot is mapped to user ID and IP address. User ID and IP address. I have installed that interactive client on this machine. This machine has IP address. It is mapped to so and so interactive client. Once it is mapped to my computer, I cannot use that license on other computer. I cannot use that license on the other computer. Automation anywhere license is mapped to IP address and user ID. IP address and user ID. This statement is not true in Blue Prism. In Blue Prism, if you take one license, that bot can be used in any machine. That bot can be used in any machine. This is a little bit tricky. You need to understand this point. It's very, very important point. In Blue Prism, one bot can be deployed on any computer, any server. But in automation anywhere, the statement is wrong. Automation anywhere, once it is mapped to one IP address, it cannot be the same license, some same bot cannot be deployed in the other IP address. And it cannot, the bot cannot be mapped to other user. So in real time, what we do, we create some generic users, and the generic user access will be given to automation layer. This is the difference between different RPA tools in terms of licensing. Automation anywhere, license is mapped to user ID and IP address of the computer. But in Blue Prism, the statement is wrong. In Blue Prism, the statement is wrong. In Blue Prism, one bot license, you can deploy that bot in any computer, and any user can execute any task. Any user can execute any task. See, there are two different words I am using. Script, bot. Script is equal to task. Script is equal to task. Bot is a software where you run the task. Where you run the task. So this is the difference. But why people are going for automation anywhere? In automation anywhere, if you want to scale up the more bots, if you want to deploy more and more bots, scaling up is cheaper in automation anywhere. For any extra bot, they charge just $1,000 like that. But in Blue Prism, they go with $8,000. For example, if you want to set up a small environment for RPA, Blue Prism is best. If you want to scale it up, automation is very cheaper. Initial setup is costly in automation event, but scaling it up is cheaper in automation event. Initial setup is cheaper in Blue Prism, but scaling it up, if you want to add more bots, then it is costly in Blue Prism. For example, I want 100 bots because my process is a huge process. My process is a huge process. I want 100 bots to run the task. 100 into $8,000. Blue Prism licensing cost. I want 100 bots in automation event. 100 into $2,000, $3,000. For first 2-3 bots, automation event is costlier. But at a large scale, automation event is cheaper. That's why companies are going to automation event. That is one reason. That is the reason in terms of licensing. But there are so many other features. I will talk about those features.
If you purchase a Blue Prism license one, and can you suppose I have 10 systems. So so with one Blue Prism license, can I install all?
No. One Blue Prism license mapped to database.
Okay.
So this is not mapped to IP address. This is mapped to database. Where you install the database, okay, you install your Blue Prism client on any machine. It should be mapped to one database. You got it right?
Yeah.
Your client can be any machine.
Yeah.
It should be mapped to
One database.
database. So Blue Prism license is tied with database. So logically, you cannot deploy it in multiple computers. But automation event license is tied to IP address of the computer. That's why we call automation anywhere is a desktop based software which can automate any process. Blue Prism is a pure real virtualized software which can automate the process. Real virtualization, Blue Prism. Blue Prism is number one tool in RPA. Number one tool. Other tools even cannot give competition in terms of features, but in more openings are there for automation. See, I'm talking about if you're a client, if you're a client, I want the best tool in RP. I'm ready to invest money. We have so much of money. So let's say banking companies. If you go to any banking company, they're ready to pay for any IT because that is not their money. That is people money. They are ready to spend it. Go for costliest sofa set. It is our money. They are ready to invest it. If you get see generally if you get a job in banking industry, they are luxurious jobs because they are ready to invest. That is not their money. They collected from people or companies. Anyway, the point is very clear. That is not only the reason. That is one aspect. The other aspect is security. So companies generally, you are a client, you are a rich client. You generally go with world number one standards only. Blue Prism is recommendable. So anyway, this is the licensing model. This is the licensing cost. So if you want additional bot, here you see in Blue Prism, this is the, for example, for first 0 to 50 bots, they charge 8,000 Great Britain pound per robot. So 51 to 120, 7,000. This is the number of bots. Like that, they give the like offers. So they go with number of discounts. It's a sales pitch actually. Especially for Accenture, they give low prices. Accenture is wide implementation company in the RP. Accenture, Infosys, for major service-based companies, they give offers. Of course, Accenture is not investing on licenses. Clients will invest, but Accenture will promote. Accenture have a large, skilled people in RP. So licensing cost also one of the parameter, obviously, in deciding the tool. Sir, I want more information about what is control room, what is interactive client, what is runtime resource. That will be explained to you by your faculty and even myself also in coming classes. Today's session is which tool is better. Just I'm addressing one point. Don't go beyond that. What is control room is not my agenda today. How many tasks can run by one bot? Excellent question, Aman. Okay. How many tasks can be run by one bot? Okay. The question is, have to change a little bit. How many tasks can run by one bot at a time? Let's say we have automated 10 processes in my company. Process 1, I want process 1 to be executed morning 9 to 10, process 2 11 to 12, process 3 12 to 1, process 4 evening 4 to 6, process 5 midnight 8 to evening night 8 to 9. So if you have a 10 processes which needs sequential execution, one license is enough because one bot can execute one process at a time, because bot can interact with source or target application with based on the presentation layer. That means one bot is talking to Excel sheet, it cannot talk to other application. One bot is talking to Outlook, it cannot do any other job. So one bot at a time can execute one process, but there is limitation. There is some exception, not limitation, exception. One bot simultaneously can execute more than one process in a special case called mainframes. Because in mainframes, mainframe process runs in the back end. Right? So if your bot is executing mainframe process, then your bot can execute other process also. That is the exception. But normal case, one bot at a time can execute one process. Any bot, it can be Blue Prism or automation. For example, I have 4 processes in my company. I want all the 4 processes to be started at 9 o'clock sharp. That's a rule. Then how many bots are required? 4 or more. 4 or more. Minimum 4. Okay. So number of how many licenses I have to take in RPA, even that depends upon that is this is also one of the parameter. Okay. So hope you understand. You got an idea. Third parameter, licensing cost. Any questions on licensing cost? So how many components we have in each RPA tool? 3 components. Yes, a bot which is used to develop and test, a bot which is used to run, a bot which is used to monitor. Monitoring, scheduling, reporting, administration will be done by controller. Okay, so can I move on to other point, other parameter? It's okay. See, if I am not able to complete today, I will continue next weekend. So I have enough time. Every Sunday, Saturday, I'm little more free only. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Right. Next parameter. So in licensing model, our architecture model, which is a pure virtualized concept, Blue Prism. Automation Anywhere is desktop-based software. Right. The next parameter. Let's go with this feature first. Ease of implementation. Ease of implementation. What do you mean by ease of implementation? So what do you mean by ease of implementation? I will give you one simple feature. Ease of implementation means record and playback. Recording feature. In Automation Anywhere, script development can be done directly by recording. No need of using the no need of writing the code. Recording feature is available in Automation Anywhere. It is not available in Blue Prism. So developing the script in RPA is very easy in Automation Anywhere. Very easy in Automation Anywhere. See, most of the times I'm trying to compare Automation Anywhere and Blue Prism because these are one two. That's why I'm comparing. Okay, so even other tools, even I'm also having little exposure only. I'm having more knowledge on Automation Anywhere, Blue Prism, UiPath. Other tools we are also not using, aggressively. Very rare. Okay, ease of implementation means example I'm giving. What do you mean by ease of implementation is one feature. What do you mean by ease of implementation? Ease of implementation means example recording. Easy to which tool is easy to develop the script. This feature is very important because we have automated one web application. Now it is modified. Again you have to automate. Generally, why companies are going to RPA? Why companies are moving towards RPA? Easy to develop the script. Why not writing VB script? Because if you write a VB script, if some application is modified, again you need to modify it. It's a very difficult task. So the beauty of RPA tool is in very short time you can redevelop the script very easily. Short time, easy development. Very short time, very easy to develop the script. So this feature also you have to consider while evaluating RPA tool. So there is a work fusion tool, excellent security features, but right, it requires a lot of coding skills. That's why companies are not preferring it. If you go to work fusion tool, ease of implementation is poor. But so many high-end features are there. So not only just I'm trying to give example, you know. So ease of implementation means, right, any application, so easy to develop the script, easy to maintain the script, easy to deploy the script, easy to monitor the script, easy to do exception handling, simple procedure for development, testing, maintenance, deployment, monitoring. If the tool has simple feature, then, see the ranking we have given based on the ease of implementation. This is the tools ranking: Workfusion, Automation Anywhere, UiPath, Jakarta, Blue Prism. This is the ranking in ease of implementation. The highest score goes to 3.7 Blue Prism. According to Everest Group, according to their research, ease of implementation, highest score goes to 3.7 Blue Prism, 3.4 Automation Anywhere and UiPath. By considering all the points, by considering, so mature development for quick development, ease of implementation, runtime performance, maintainability, by considering the basic features, easy to develop, easy to deploy. For example, we have built a script. Now we have modified. We have second version of the script. I want to deploy the second version of the script easily. The release management should be easy. Monitoring should be easy. Modifying should be easy. Based on those parameters, 3.7 score is given to Blue Prism. So who has given this score? Everest Group. They have conducted the research. So by using RPA tools, you can do, thick, some Citrix applications, automation, SAP automation. So any kind of automation. So even you can see, so which is high feature, which is low. So the code development, implementation means development, the code development. Yeah, version control is easy in Automation Anywhere when compared to Blue Prism. Version control is easy in Automation Anywhere when compared to Blue Prism. Not only version control, ease of implementation means script development, script testing, script deployment, script modifications. All these points has to be considered. For example, we have developed a script in Blue Prism, and now the script is modified. We have developed a script in Blue Prism, and now the script is modified. I mean, so let's say we have a web application called Gmail. We have a web application called Gmail. Now that Gmail is modified. Now the Gmail is modified. Okay, so we need to do some changes. We need to do some changes. Exactly, let's say I have an application. I have the Blue Prism script. In Blue Prism, the script development is, or script running, script execution is more visualized flow, more visualized. That means you can see, so which step we are executing. It's a more visualized workflow. In Blue Prism, it is easy to recognize what are the changes made to application, because exactly at what point the script is failed. So this kind of changes is easy to identify in Blue Prism when compared to automation event. I cannot show you the live example. My system is not installed with Blue Prism. But if you attend the Blue Prism classes, you can easily understand that point. In Blue Prism, script execution is visualized workflow. In Automation Anywhere, script recording is easy. Script development is difficult in Blue Prism, but script modifications can be easily understandable. I mean, your application is modified. With Gmail, your Gmail application is modified. So you exactly which step the script is failed. It is easy to recognize in Blue Prism when compared to automation. This is called ease of implementation. Script development, testing, debugging, script maintenance, script modification, script deployment. Any questions here? Ease of implementation. Development is easy. in automation anyway. Modification is easy in Blue Prism. For example, your company has a process which you are expecting process will undergo many changes continuously. It is not a stable process. Some steps of the process might be modified in future after developing the script. Then go for Blue Prism. You have a process, your company wants it to just record the process, it should run. Your company don't want to invest time on writing the scripting, developing and all, just they want to do recording automation. Okay, so let's say, so forget about client perspective, coming to your perspective, you know which tool is easy to learn RPA automation, no doubt about it. Blue Prism is difficult, but Blue Prism is number one in features wise and future wise also. Blue Prism is little bit complex. Any questions on this point? It's okay, we go a little bit slowly. Next weekend also I will spend time. If you have any points, you can discuss with me. See, ఏ వీకెండ్ క్లాస్ అయినా ఆన్లైన్ కూడా రావచ్చండి, మీరు ఎక్కడున్నా పర్వాలేదు. ఎనీ వీకెండ్ క్లాస్ యూ కెన్ కమ్ ఆన్లైన్, బట్ వీ కెన్ నాట్ డూ రికార్డింగ్ వీడియోస్. యూ జాయిన్ మల్టిపుల్ టైమ్స్, ఇట్స్ ఓకే టు. అంటే కొన్నిసార్లు మనం ఎంత మంచిగా ఉన్నా దాన్ని నెగిటివ్గా క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నారు. అంటే రికార్డింగ్ వీడియోస్ ఇవ్వము అంటే ఎందుకు ఎవరు, ఎవరికో హెల్త్ బాగానప్పుడు ఇచ్చుంటాం ఒక రెండు సార్లు, ఎందుకు ఎవరు, అది ఒక పాయింట్. ఓకే, ఎందుకు ఇవ్వము అంటే ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తాను. ఆన్లైన్ అయితే ఇస్తాం, క్లాస్ రూమ్ ఇవ్వము. ఎందుకు ఇవ్వమంటే చాలామంది మన దగ్గర నేర్చుకుని ఇవన్నీ నేర్చేసుకుని ఫ్యాకల్టీగా బయట చెప్తున్నారు. ఇట్స్ ఓకే, వి చేంజ్ కంటిన్యూస్లీ, బట్ స్టిల్ దే ఆర్ మిస్యూజింగ్ అవర్ కంటెంట్. దట్ ఈస్ ద పాయింట్. సో రికార్డింగ్ వీడియోస్ అనేది ఇవ్వడం పాసిబుల్ కాదు. యూ జాయిన్ ఆన్లైన్, నేను మీకు కావాల్సిన ఫెసిలిటీస్ ఇస్తున్నాను. యూ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ పేషెన్స్. సి, ఈ వీకెండ్ చెప్పింది నేను నెక్స్ట్ బ్యాచ్ చెప్పేటప్పుడు కంటెంట్ చాలా వరకు మారుస్తాను. For example, my first RPA batch, concepts batch, I explained technical design without case study. Yesterday I explained with case study. This is a lot of difference, because this robotics is continuous learning is important in RPA. It will change every month. Even company changing it, not us. ఇప్పుడు మీకు మేము ఆటోమేషన్ ఈవెంట్ స్టార్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు June 19 there was no IQ bot. Now IQ bot is in live. So in 1 2 months, the drastic change in the automation event. Can I move on to next point? Ease of implementation. Right. The next point is product features. In product features, I will write one important point: unattended automation. Unattended automation, which is the best tool to support unattended automation. Which is the best tool to support unattended automation? So what do you mean by unattended automation first? What is unattended? See, in RPA, or not in RPA, generally in automation, two categories: attended automation, unattended automation. Unattended automation means end-to-end can be automated without human intervention. For example, I will tell you a process. The process is the process is run the script. Step 1, script has to unlock. Now your script is, see, I will draw a diagram so that you will understand what exactly unattended automation. Definition is simple, but reality, little bit difficult. You have to understand. So this is my laptop 1. This is my laptop 1. So here I have installed my Blue Prism. Here we have installed my Blue Prism. In this Blue Prism, here we have installed the Blue Prism. In this Blue Prism, when you start the script, so you start execution of the Blue Prism script. So in Blue Prism, we have deployed the script. I have installed Blue Prism software where I have installed the Blue Prism script. Now you start execution. I started execution. The first step is connected to laptop 2. Connected to laptop 2. Connected to laptop 2. The first step is step 1. Connected to laptop 2. Step 2. Unlock laptop 2 password. Unlock laptop 2. Step 3. Open Excel sheet. Copy the data. Open Excel file. Copy the data. Open Excel file and copy the data. Open the Excel file and copy the data. Step 4. Unlock system 3 or laptop 3. Step 5. Paste in Outlook. This is the process which is currently being executed by human. This is the process. So how many computers are involved in this process? 3 systems. System 1, 2, 3. Your Blue Prism is installed in system 1. First your system 1 should be unlocked. Then system 2 should be unlocked. Then system 3 should be unlocked. To do this, some companies may not allow robot to unlock the laptop because they might be having the security rules. They want only humans to unlock the laptop. Then bot can copy the data from Excel sheet. That is called attended automation. That means bot will start, human will unlock the password, unlock the laptop, bot will copy the data, again human will unlock the system 3, bot will paste it. Is this attended or unattended? Attended, where human is unlocking the computer. But there are some companies which allow robot to unlock the computer. They are okay with that. First of all, your RPA technology must have the feature to unlock other computers safely. That feature should be there. Because unlock computer is not an easy thing. It requires user ID and password, system user ID password. You should have system user ID and password. So there are some RPA technology. Example, Blue Prism is very strong in unattended automation. End to end can be automated in Blue Prism, including unlock the system passwords, including unlock the computer. By using in Blue Prism, there is a feature called Auto Login Agent that we'll discuss later. But Blue Prism can support unattended automation. There are some RPA tools, they cannot support unattended automation. Now recently these features are also added in Automation Anywhere. In 2015, Automation Anywhere was not able to support unattended automation. Now it supports. They added the features. So, we need to consider this feature while selecting the best tool in RPA. So you need to analyze your process. Again, process analysis is more important while before going to RPA. You have to analyze. Your company has to analyze this process. So what is your process? Is your process involves unattended automation? Can we do fully automation, or it requires human intervention? So Blue Prism, is called as a unattended automation tool. It can support unattended automation. So based on the unattended automation, you can see the ranking here. In product feature, one of the feature is supports unattended automation. See this line. Workfusion medium, automation aware medium, UiPath medium, Jakarta medium, Blue Prism high. Any questions here? How Blue Prism performs unattended automation, that you will learn in tools class, or I will guide you. Just I am talking about the comparison parameter assessment only. సార్ ఒక బ్లూ ప్రిజం అన్అటెండెడ్ ఆటోమేషన్ ఎట్లా చేస్తుంది అంటే నేను ఇక్కడ మాట్లాడలేను. ఫస్ట్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ ద పారామీటర్స్. ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఆన్ పారామీటర్ నెంబర్ 5, unattended automation? One more feature, reporting feature. Reporting feature. So which tool provide good reporting, alert mechanism, which tool provide good reporting, alerts mechanism, and monitoring ability? Monitoring ability. Which tool provides good reporting, alert mechanism, and monitoring ability? This is going to evolve as a very good feature in coming days. Let's say my company has implemented 100 bots. 100 bots daily executing 1000 processes. They are performing so many transactions. Company CEO wants to see daily reports on Blue Prism. They want to see automation anywhere reports. How many tasks are executed by one bot today? How many bots failed to execute one bot? You are the manager. You want to see the bot report also. Because for you, your bot is one employee. You want to see bot performance. You want to see bot report. Okay. Reporting features are very good in Blue Prism. Reporting features are very good in Blue Prism. But I will tell you a real scenario. My company, we are not following Blue Prism reports. We are not following automation anywhere reports. We have written, we have written Java. We have written our self reports, customized reports in Java, because I want to see. I'm the senior manager of the project. I want to see bot reports. The formats given by Blue Prism and Automation Anywhere, senior manager is not interested to see that format. The reporting format senior manager doesn't like. Senior manager guided me, Ramana, excellent code you written in Blue Prism Automation Anywhere, but I want format like this. I don't want that format. I don't want that report. I don't want that kind of alert mechanism. I don't want that kind of monitoring. So we developed a separate portal in Java, so that Java portal will connect to all our Blue Prism database, extract the data, create the custom report. So we have developed a customized reporting channel. So that is real scenario. But coming to our discussion, which tool has good reporting feature, which tool has good monitoring features, which tool has good alert mechanism? Alert mechanism is suddenly bot is not working, power, no internet, or unknown exception, some virus alert, some additional pop-up, or the application is modified. So which tool, which tool has good reporting capabilities? Blue Prism. Now recently Automation Anywhere also they're changing their database structure, they're coming up with more reports. Again I'm telling you, this is the analysis in 2015 from Everest. So reporting capabilities, this is one good feature you need to understand while doing the tools comparison. Work fusion is low, automation anywhere medium, Blue Prism high. Any questions here? So just I am repeating the same statement. So my manager asked us, I don't want that Blue Prism report. I want report in this format we had developed in Java. But for that Java code, we are giving the data from the Blue Prism database. So we are not following any reports in on RPA tools. But if you want to go with the existing RPA reports of the tools, Blue Prism is good. So one report is robot utilization report. Robot utilization report. Okay, so then source system capability. So we call it as a source system capability, or one more feature called recognition engine. Recognition engine. Recognition engine means, for example, my Blue Prism. So here you see Automation Anywhere tool. It's a control room. So Automation Anywhere Enterprise version, here you see I have Automation Anywhere Enterprise version. Okay, so the point is, I have a data in my Excel sheet. I have a data in my Excel sheet. Okay, and Automation Anywhere client I have Automation Anywhere client. So I have my Excel data and Automation Anywhere client, both are in the same environment. So to I have direct connectivity of Excel to my client. I'm developing the script. This is my dev client. This is my interactive client. I'm using this for developing the script. So I can do web recording. I can do task editor, so that you can see different options now. So the point is, if your application which you are automating and your client both are in the same network, same environment, these two have the direct connectivity, that is called as easy automation. So the objects of the Excel, the objects of the Outlook, the objects of the web, the objects of the Windows, the objects of the SAP can be recognized through properties or elements. Through properties or elements. Okay. But the problem is my object, let's say we are automating an application called web application that is behind the Citrix, that is in virtual machine. That means my Automation Anywhere client is in this. Here we have Automation Anywhere client in this computer, but the application which I am automating, it is in virtual desktop. That means, so you enter the IP address of the remote desktop, first connect it to remote desktop, then you can access the web application. So the source application which you are automating behind the remote desktop, behind the Citrix, behind the Lotus nodes, behind the Citrix, behind the Lotus nodes, behind the virtual machine. That means there are two types of automation. Automation of application with direct connectivity from the tool. Automation of the application which is behind the Citrix. These two are the two different scenarios in RPA. So if you are trying to automate the application which is behind the Citrix, that is generally called as a surface automation, which is considered as a complex automation. Why it is complex? If your application is in behind the Citrix, then so the Citrix has to be recognized as an image, and the data in the Citrix has to be taken as a text in the image. So to read the text, RPA tools will use OCR engine, optical character recognition, OCR engine to read the text. So, automating complex scenarios requires strong OCR features. Strong OCR feature. Example, how to read the text from the image. Optical character recognition. So, in terms of recognition, see, our RPA technology works on understanding source and target applications. So, by using different recognition features. So, if you are trying to automate web application, you can recognize the text box by some properties. If you are trying to automate Windows application, identify the icon by some properties. If you are trying to automate the image, recognize the image by some image properties. If you are trying to automate Excel sheet, identify the Excel object as a property, right? So the point I'm trying to tell you is which tool is very strong in recognizing the objects. Okay, so that is the comparison we have. So in terms of recognition engine capability, automation anywhere, UiPath, Blue Prism are considered as number one. These three tools can be used to automating that with the direct connectivity, automating the surface automation, automating any images, automating PDF, automating SAP, automating mainframe. So these tools has capability of automating any source system. These tools can identify objects in any system. It can be mainframe, SAP, any tool. So by selecting the RPA tool, if your process has complex scenarios means, see, your process is like this. Your automation tool and applications are having direct connectivity. You can recommend any tool. But your automation tool and applications are not having direct connectivity. You have to connect through Citrix. You have to connect through virtual machine. Then you have to be careful. So again, we are going to the process. Which process you are automating? Any process step deals with applications which are behind the Citrix. Then go with the tool which has strong recognition engine capability. And Blue Prism is recommended for strong surface automation. Sir, what is surface automation? If you are going with RPA career, you have to at least remember two things: unattended automation, surface automation. These are the 2 points you have to remember: unattended automation, surface automation. What is surface automation? The applications which we are trying to automate are not having direct connectivity with the RPA tool. Some of the applications are behind the Citrix, behind the virtual machine, behind the Lotus nodes. Then you have to use a feature called surface automation in RPA. You will get case studies in surface automation. Even today afternoon 2 to 5, so not for you, so for some of the batches we have conducted 2 to 5 how to automate mainframe application using Blue Prism. Surface automation case study we have conducted for Blue Prism old batch students. And now 11 to 1 we are conducting SAP classes, so that SAP automation to teach. So again, RPA tool learning is very easy. Tool learning involves how to automate web application, how to automate Excel sheet, how to automate Outlook, how to automate Windows application, how to automate SAP, how to automate mainframe. You practice 6 applications. You do direct automation and surface automation both. So 12 case studies. 6 are direct connectivity. So mainframe application automation you are in the same environment. So 6 case studies. 6 surface automation case studies. 12. 6 Unattended automation, end-to-end to be automated. Like that, if you practice 18 case studies, that is called RPA tool practice. 18 case studies. So this is my first class in architecture. So for me, what is surface automation? What is unattended automation? This is enough. So first analyze your process. If your process has any systems which are behind the Citrix, then those for to automate those processes, we need strong recognition engine. So the Blue Prism is number one recognition engine. The next automation. So any questions? So recognition engine capability, source system capability, supports unattended automation. Yeah. So let's do one thing. We stop at this point and we'll continue next Saturday. Next Saturday, you will be having the session from 3 to 6 or 3 to 7. 3 to 7. Okay. 4 hours I will be explaining you with architectural part, RPA architecture. So మీరు డిసైడ్ అవ్వాల్సింది either you want to attend weekend RPA concepts or weekday RPA concepts. I'm taking 2 batches. If you want to attend weekend, then weekday not required. Weekday directly go to the tools. Spend your time on the tools. If you want to attend morning 7 to 8 RPA concepts, then plan your tools after 7 to 8. Okay, so Monday to Friday, 30 days, 4 weekends. Anything is fine too. Okay, so 1 weekend RPA life cycle, 1 weekend RPA architecture, 1 weekend RPA projects, 1 weekend advanced concepts. It is a rotation. ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఆర్కిటెక్చర్ అనే వీక్లో ఎంటర్ అయ్యారనుకోండి, మీరు ఎగ్జిట్ అవ్వాల్సింది ఎక్కడ? లైఫ్ సైకిల్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత. మీరు లైఫ్ సైకిల్ వీక్లో ఎంటర్ అయితే ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత. ఇట్లా 4 వీకెండ్స్ 4 టాపిక్స్. మీరు ఏ టాపిక్ నుంచి అయినా రావచ్చు, ఎన్నిసార్లు అయినా రావచ్చు. Both you can attend weekdays and weekends also. RPA tools కైనా RPA కాన్సెప్ట్స్ కైనా ఎన్నిసార్లైనా రిపీట్ అవ్వచ్చు, ఏ టైంలో రావచ్చు. దెర్ ఇస్ నో రిస్ట్రిక్షన్ ఇన్ క్వాలిటీ థాట్. ఓకే, సో ఓన్లీ యూ హ్యావ్ టు యూటిలైజ్ దిస్ సర్వీస్. సో వీకెండ్స్ వస్తే వీకెండ్స్ రండి, వీకెండ్స్ అండ్ వీక్ డేస్ ఆల్సో ఇట్స్ ఓకే టు మీ, నాకేం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. బట్ ఈ ప్రాసెస్ మొత్తం మీకు తెలియాలి. యూ నీడ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ కంప్లీట్ లైఫ్ సైకిల్, ఆర్కిటెక్చర్, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్. So can you tell me, just I want one clarification from you. I will email this. I want one clarification from you. Tell me what are the skills required to get job in RPA. My question. What are the skills required to get job in RPA? Automation Anywhere, Blue Prism. Third one, RPA life cycle, RPA architecture, RPA architecture, RPA projects. You need to do some live use cases and live projects on RPA, live projects on RPA, and some advanced RPA concepts like Metabot, IQbot, okay, estimations, some advanced concepts on RPA, and VB scripting skills, and SAP knowledge, mainframe knowledge. Knowledge means how to automate mainframe application, how to automate SAP application. Strong surface automation skills, strong surface automation skills. Okay, so at least you must have knowledge on these 10 parameters. Definitely you will get very good job. Automation Aware, Blue Prism, Life Cycle, RPA Life Cycle, RPA Architecture, RPA Architecture, Advanced Live Projects, Advanced Concepts. So advanced concepts, VB scripting, SAP knowledge, mainframe automation. You must put 3 4 projects in your resume. One project I have involved in web automation, SAP automation. Second project mainframe automation. Third project I will teach you the projects. Okay. Surface automation, more examples. These are the 10 topics, the skills required to get job in RPA. So many people are asking me what I have to do, what I have to learn to get job in RPA. 10 parameters. So this is the tools comparison. This is the tools comparison. Skills required to get job in tools comparison. Skills required to get job in RPA.